Mrs. Aduragbemi Animashaun-Euba. Uba. We'll get it. The gubernatorial candidate of the Young Progressive Party. Mrs. Aduragbemi was born into the family of juju musician turned man of God, Reverend Idowu Animashaun. We used to call him, and we still call him, Akbola King. The mother is late, but her name was Deborah Animashaun. Today, she's the Chief Executive Officer at Signatures by Adura. Signatures by Adura. Mo ti dárúkọ yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀mejì. Owó advert nìyẹn. Action data. So, apart from being into fashion, well, that Signature by Adura is a one-stop fashion store located in the heart of Ibadan, the capital city of Oyo State. She is a graduate of international relations. She enrolled at the London College of Fashion to improve her skills as a fashion entrepreneur. She's married and blessed with children, and she's also elegant looking, and she's also a politician. Can I say, is there anything like a professional politician?
Well, you can come up with that.
Okay. Well, she's not here alone. She has members of the entourage, Mr. Kehinde Oguniyi, YPP leader of Oyo State, and Mr. Tolu Adebayo, campaign coordinator YPP. Thank you, Mr. Tolu, once again, because I'm sure without God's approval and your efforts, we wouldn't have her here seated powerfully beside me today. So I'm sure you want to officially salute our people.
Good morning, everyone listening.
Okay.
Do I need introduction again?
Oh yeah, just
okay, this is Aduragbemi Animashaun-Euba. I greet you all. And then to Yoruba audience, ẹ káàárọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi. Orúkọ mi ni Aduragbemi Animashaun-Euba. So it's going to be a nice time with you all today.
Okay, we thank God. We give God all the glory. Thank you very much for saluting our people. Now, where do I start? You're welcome to the show, madam. Let me just say it that way. As you are seated here with us, you are wearing two caps. You are a fashion personality, and you're also a politician, a gubernatorial candidate for that matter. Youth Progressive Party.
Young Progressive Party.
Okay, young. Okay, young. Ojú yìí mo wò ló jẹ́ kí n máa goof báyẹn ọlọ́mà. Akin kí o rí mi ní. Ó dà ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o. Now, how does it feel to be a fashion entrepreneur as well as a politician? How do they really, fashion people, they will look at politics as dead?
So I would like to say that fashion and politics are both things that are inbuilt. They've been
in you.
Yes, they've been in me since a very young age.
Okay.
And fashion for me started at a very young age, at the age of 17, when I would, with my late mom then, we would go to China village in Falomo, Ikoyi. Okay. So I would buy things and then bring back to Ibadan and sell to my friends. And then I was doing my IT at the then Trans International Bank.
Okay.
So I would take to the bank and then take to my friends and family. So I started fashion at that age. And then at a point in time when we were on strike in school, I decided to go further and learn in Aleshiloye market for my mom's tailor.
Okay.
So that's how fashion started with me. I've always known that is the field I want to operate in. So it's a thing that started from a young age, like I said earlier.
Okay, you started from a young age.
Yes, so it's inbuilt.
So
and then politics on the other hand, what I understand from politics is service.
Okay.
And then talking about service is also something I've been involved in at a very young age. My parents are missionaries as well.
Okay.
You didn't mention that, but yes, they are missionaries as well. So
I mentioned it because I was man of God.
You didn't say missionary.
Okay, well.
They are plenty men of God, they are pastors, they are missionaries. Okay. And so my parents as well were my dad is still a missionary. So I started missions at a very young age. Then we would go to villages like Badeku and neighboring villages to share resources with them. And even on my own part, I've been involved in a lot of charity works. Okay. I've been involved in also building people on my own path growing up. So, and politics came to me now. Politics is a way of me reaching more people.
It's a way of you reaching
more people and be able to add value.
And be able to add
exactly.
Value. Okay. We will talk about how growing up was for you as a daughter of a popular musician when we come back from this short break. My name is Olayinka Agbola and the program is Parrot Xtra on radio. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're welcome back to the show. The program is still Parrot Xtra on radio. Ayeko Talk on radio. Àlejò wa ti wà ní kálẹ̀ àtijọ́ ní ọ̀rọ̀ lómi tó ọ̀rọ̀. Ibi tá a bọ́rọ̀ dé ìgbà tí ká tó lọ sí ìdánidúró láńpẹ́ ọ̀hún tá a fi lọ rè polówó ọjà èmi àtàkì. Wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa dádì wọn bàbá Ìdòwú Animashaun-Euba. Wọ́n bí wọ́n ṣe ń ṣe pé wọ́n taṣọ wọ́n ránṣọ wọ́n ṣe gbogbo àtúnṣọ yẹn náà kọjá. Àmọ́ ibi tí màá wá gbé ọ̀rọ̀ bá ní ìsìn ni pé mo fẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ nípa kọ́tẹ̀ fún wa. Maybe we should speak about this in English. As a person involved in fashion entrepreneurship, will you want to use this opportunity to define what fashion means to you? Because I want to deduce something later from it. So, what does fashion mean to you?
To me, fashion is a very important part of life.
Okay.
It is making a statement.
Okay.
Without talking.
Without talking.
Yes, it is the way of saying, like, there's a saying that goes, dress how you want to be addressed.
Okay.
So I can come in here and the first thing you see about me is not my personality.
Okay.
The first thing you see about me is how I'm dressed. So I dress how I want to be addressed.
But you're going to be young pé bí ẹ ṣe fẹ́ kí wọ́n bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn ó ṣe múra sí kéèyàn mọ̀ pé ìrírí sí ìṣèlú lọ́jọ́ àgbẹ̀ẹ̀kọ́ nínú òṣèlú. So I want to now go back to politics, your political life, and before I even say that, let me congratulate you and salute your courage for venturing into the murky waters of Nigerian politics. Iṣẹ́ ńlá ni Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún yín ṣe. So ẹ wá wo ẹ fojú sùn kò wo bí orílẹ̀-èdè wa ṣe rí ká padà wá sí Ọ̀yọ́ state ká wo Yorùbá land ká tún wo Ọ̀yọ́ state náà. Òṣèlú tá à ń ṣe ṣé ó ti gbè wá àdúrà gbè mí o bọ̀ ṣóṣèlú yìí gbè wá báyìí màmá.
Ẹ jẹ́ fi Yorùbá
dé.
a máa sọ méjèèjì pọ̀. Ṣé nínú òṣèlú ìgbà tí mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wọnú ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn pè mí pé Àdúrà ìwọ tó jóbìnrin kí ló dé tó ṣe ń ṣe òṣèlú especially ní Ìbàdàn ní Ọ̀yọ́ state tá a wà yìí wípé àwọn èèyàn ò ní fi ojú pé bẹ́ẹ̀ bí wọ́n ní fi ojú gidi wò mí pé obìnrin tó ń ṣe òṣèlú and àwọn èèyàn tó wá sọ wípé àwọn olóṣèlú wọ́n níwà ìdọ̀tí wọn ò lóòótọ́ oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀ ni mo gbọ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Màá tún wá padà sí Young Progressive Party tí èmi jẹ́ ìkan nínú wọn.
Tẹ̀sí jẹ́ gómìnà lọ́la.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ní ẹgbẹ́ wa Young Progressive Party we are here to do things differently and change the narratives. A sọ wípé obìnrin lélẹ́yìí o.
Ṣé iná ọmọ kó àwọn ọmọ sọ́kọ̀ ẹ̀rí iná ọmọ kó wọn ni.
Bí àwa ṣe débi ẹ ṣàríwá bàtà wọlé kí ni ẹ lè sọ nípa wa.
Àmórí yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe dáadáa.
Àwa yàtọ̀.
Ẹ̀yin yàtọ̀. Mo rí Mr. Tolú Adébáyọ̀ tí fìlà wọn.
Ṣé Mr. Tolú jọ àwọn tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn?
Ó dáa kò burú.
Àbáwọn tó tẹ̀lé wa wá ṣé wọ́n jọ àwọn tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn?
Ó dáa kò burú. Ọlọ́run fún yín ṣe. Ó dáa ẹ̀ bọ́rọ̀ bọ̀ ni o pé òṣèlú ṣó gbè wá ṣó ti débi tó lápẹẹrẹ.
Kò gbè wá tó.
Kò tí ì gbè wá tó.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ẹ̀yin wá fẹ́ gbé Dennis ẹ fẹ́ wò pé.
Àwa wá sọ wípé
tọkùnrin ò lè ṣe obìnrin ó ṣe.
Nǹkan tí ọkùnrin ò lè ṣe rí obìnrin. Our role is not just to be dancing behind politicians. Ká máa pariwo tàbí ká kàn jókòó sílé. Women, we are own builders. We have the strength that we are underestimated. We are being pushed behind. And that's one of the things about Young Progressive Party. Whether you're a woman, Whether you're young, that's why it's called young. We do not discriminate. We do not underestimate the power and the strength of the youth as well. That is why we are different.
Ẹ má bínú, ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀ wíwẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe gómìnà ní mọ̀ dìbò rí. Ṣe kánsílọ̀ abẹ́rẹ́ ṣe kánsílọ̀ rí.
Mi ò sọ pé mi ò dìbò rí àbí mi ò ṣe òṣèlú rí.
Ṣé dìbò rí? Ṣé dìbò rí?
Of course mo dìbò rí.
Ìwọ lẹ dìbò lọ.
Ibo ni mo dìbò?
Ẹ má bínú.
Ẹ sọ pé ṣé mo dìbò rí? Ìdìbò ni pé.
Ẹ náà dìbò pé wọ́n ti dìbò fún yín rí.
Ṣé mo dìbò rí mi pé ṣé nǹkan méjì ni ṣé wọ́n ti dìbò fún mi rí àbí mi ò dìbò rí?
Mo lẹ́yìn ṣe kánsílọ̀ rí ẹ̀ kàn fẹ́ ṣe gómìnà.
Mi ì ṣe kánsílọ̀ rí ṣùgbọ́n mo lè sọ wípé.
Ẹ má bínú kẹta àwọn èèyàn mọ sọ ni mò ń try àti gbẹnu wọn sọ̀rọ̀.
Ṣùgbọ́n yes when you know.
Àmọ́ ìṣọ́lọ́run.
Of course. But mo lè sọ wípé as a person I am capable. And capability yẹn gangan is very important. And then willingness to serve the people. Yes.
Okay, willingness to serve the people.
Yes.
Okay, but in the real sense of the word, how big do you think your party is? Tẹ̀lé máa dá bí owó tẹ́ máa rọ̀ bí ó. Iṣẹ́ bí ó bá yín ẹ̀gbọ́ APC ẹ̀gbọ́ PDP ẹ̀gbọ́ àwọn pàtí ẹ̀gbọ́
olóòtú ẹ jẹ́ ká fi gbogbo pàtí tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn sílẹ̀. Èmi ń sọ fún yín pé pàtí tèmi Young Progressive Party láti ọdún 2017 bí ìsinsìn bí mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ojoojúmọ́ ni à ń grow. Oye yìí
ọmọ kékeré máa ń dàgbà náà.
ọmọ kékeré ń dàgbà. à ń ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé
bóyá 2030 ẹ ti dàgbà tó.
ó ti o ìsìn báyìí àwa ló kàn wá jí láti dàgbà. ṣebí the future they been telling us pé ká máa dúró dè yẹn the future is now future yẹn gangan ó ti dé.
ó ti dé báyìí future ti dé ní ká máa wò. Okay, well, since you emerged as the gubernatorial candidate of Young Progressive Party YPP, what is the level of your relationship with the likes of Mr. Matthew Oguniyi, Madam Olamide Agbomeji, and Jalil Ojewole? Àwọn tẹ́ jọ ṣe ti jọ wá jọ sort ara yẹn.
So àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tẹ́ dárúkọ yẹn, I would say we have a cordial relationship. One, and also Olamide is.
Ayé kò tọ́ lórúkọ ètò yìí o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni àwọn ò kí ń parọ́ olóṣèlú sí wa ò kí ń parọ́. If we want change then we act it.
Yes.
So it's not by change we want change by mouth. We practice what we preach.
God bless
so
you.
For someone like Olamide, I would go back to on the day of our primaries.
Okay.
When we were in a private room together and we both agreed that as women and as party members, as that people that have common interests, anybody that comes down as the winner, we are still going to work together.
Okay.
So Olamide and I, she opened a store recently. I was there, so we have a good relationship. In fact, she was even meant to be here with me, but because she had to do some other things that had to do with her job. As for Mr. Matthew, we also have a cordial relationship. I paid a courtesy visit to him to ask for his support. I cannot igi kan kí n dágbó ṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So mo ti lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn àti jọ sọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ dẹ̀ ti wọ̀ so gbogbo wa jọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ ni. DG ten sọ́nà Mr. Jalil. Àwọn náà ni running mate Olamide tẹ́lẹ̀. So nísìn àwọn náà nǹkan tẹ́ fi máa mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa jọ ń ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ ni kò sí ìjà kò sí àríyànjiyàn kankan láàrin gbogbo wa.
Ó sí àríyànjiyàn kankan. Ṣé ẹ mà tí sọ ọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ running mate yín?
Ó ní Mr. Tayo Jalil.
Àwọn ni running mate yín nìsín báyìí.
Àwọn náà ni àwọn náà wà pẹ̀lú Olamide tẹ́lẹ̀ so àwọn náà ṣì wà pẹ̀lú mi báyìí.
Ẹ wá transfer.
Àjọwà náà ni ẹgbẹ́ Young Progressive Party àjọwà ni kò sí jà kò sí àríyànjiyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Àjọwà ni ẹ̀yin yẹn wá olùdíje fún ipò gómìnà ní ìpínlẹ̀ wa ní Oyo State ní àlejò wa tàtijọ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀ orúkọ wọn á máa jẹ́ Mrs. Aduragbemi Animashaun-Euba. À ń lọ sójú ọjà briefly báyìí tá a bá fún ma padà dé Ọláyínká Agboola lórúkọ tèmi ẹ má lòdì kankan ọ̀rọ̀ pọ̀ tí wọ́n sì fẹ́ bá wa sọ à ń bọ̀. You're welcome back to the show. The program is still Parrot Xtra on radio, Ayeko on radio. And my guest is still powerfully seated here, Mrs. Aduragbemi Animashaun-Euba. I was going to ask you, before we went on that short break, to talk about how do I put it? You know, your party is Young Progressive Party. A lot of people look at you, folks like your good self, contesting and maybe grabbing, don't let me use that word, and acquiring or getting a gubernatorial ticket from
Not
some
acquiring,
of
you
these.
can use getting.
Okay, getting. So a gubernatorial ticket from some of these young or new parties. They look at you as if you are not serious. How serious are you? I'm looking at you now, you're looking at me. How serious are you?
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the way things are presently?
No.
No. You need to answer me because you also asked
You want to start interviewing? Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Are you satisfied with the present situation of the country?
Of course
and
I am
state?
not.
Of course you are not.
Yes.
So do you think this is the time for anybody to get on serious?
Okay, so you are
So
serious.
saying on serious, I find it ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
why would anybody be on serious at this very
No, I
sensitive
did not say
period?
it. I said that's what people are thinking.
Okay,
That
so
people-
for
some people-
whoever is thinking that we are on serious,
Okay.
and that's the person I'm still going to ask, why would anybody decide or choose to be on serious at this very
Okay.
sensitive time?
Okay, very nice.
No.
So how do you intend? You know, the Nigerian politics has been very unreasonably monetized. How can you survive? How big is your party? Who is going to finance? You need to get people to man the 33 local governments in Oyo State. We have 33.
Yes.
Do you have people there? Do you have people on ground?
Yes, our party is fully
You need money
represented.
to all
in-
these things.
Yes, I'm going to answer you. Our party is fully represented in the 33 local governments.
Uh-huh.
One. And then two, we've been going on visits.
Okay.
We've been doing our research, we've been talking to youths.
Okay, youths.
Yes.
Okay.
And then for every visit, we go in our hundreds.
Okay.
And for every visit,
Okay.
it costs us money,
Yes.
especially for logistics,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And then because
And you have not started spending money on.
Exactly. So because we are like-minded people,
Okay.
we are working with people that are also tired like you and I.
Okay.
So we move on, and people that are also willing to bring out their funds
Okay.
to support the
Support
party.
you.
And
Okay.
also, don't let us ignore the fact that in Oyo State right now we have about 60% of youths.
Okay.
So we are
So you want
leveraging
to
on the
capture all
strength
the youths.
of the youths.
Okay.
And people like you, I won't say you're a youth, and people like you that are also tired of how the way things are, and they want change. So yes,
So
yes.
how do you intend to get funds?
I just
You
mentioned.
just mentioned, but do
Yes,
you have
so, and
something?
then also
do you-
because
Are you now launching something maybe online, GoFundMe or something like that?
not yet.
Not yet.
And then the
You
party.
don't have plans for that.
I don't have plans for it
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
So the party will do its part. I personally will do my part, and people will do their part.
How
too.
rich are you?
Am I supposed to declare that on radio?
Very soon, by the time you become governor now, you declare your.
Okay, so let's wait till then.
Till then.
But I can say I'm comfortable enough to know that I'm comfortable enough that
Okay.
even if anything happens now,
Okay.
in the sense that some people will say, oh, politicians after a very particular period they go broke and everything.
Okay.
I'm not going to be broke, or I'm
By
not
the
going
grace of
to.
God.
Yes, and I'm not going to be
Adura
great going
takes it
into.
with me.
Yes,
Adura
so I'm
takes it
comfortable enough. I'm a comfortable Nigerian.
By the grace of God. So who is your godfather?
We don't believe in godfatherism.
Okay.
We respect our leaders and
Okay.
our elders, but we don't believe in Young Progressive Party. We don't believe in
Okay.
godfatherism.
Okay. Let me put it this way then. You know, Madam Ibrahim Ado is your presidential candidate in YPP,
Yes.
and you are supposed to be Young Progressive Party. Is there any possibility that being progressive alongside All Progressive Congress, you know, Senator Bola Tinubu is the presidential candidate for APC. Is there any little possibility that the two parties will romance, and let me just put it that way.
All Progressive Party
And
Young Progressive Party is different from APC.
I know. Along the line.
Yes. And you just said something. We have our candidates, our national candidates. We have our presidential candidates.
Okay.
So why would I want to go for another
another party's candidate?
No, so, I don't even, as long as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even know about that other person you mentioned.
You don't
know.
So
all I know is
Senator Bola Tinubu.
But I don't want to talk about it. But I can tell you that YPP, we have our presidential candidate.
Okay.
Malam Ibrahim Ado.
Okay.
That is who I'm going with. Okay. And that is who I choose to talk about.
That is so. Thank you very much. So, but if elected, what exactly do you intend to do differently?
Oh, we are going to do everything differently. Mm-hmm. I mentioned to you earlier that we've been talking to youth, we've been talking to people, we've been going on visits, knowing what the problem is, understanding the frustrations of the people. So if saying, and you earlier said campaign has not started, and INEC says campaigns should start 13th of June. So if October. So if I start telling you, oh, this is what we are going to do differently, this is what I'm going to do, I'll be going against the law of the.
Okay, let's go against the law.
But I'm going to tell you definitely that we are going to do things differently. And when I say everything, I mean every single thing, because we are tired.
Because we are tired.
Yes.
So, but being tired does not mean that
we are tired and we want change.
It's change. What kind of change?
Cosmetic? Positive change.
Anyway,
real changes. Obvious changes.
Madam, if you give us cosmetic change, we'll understand.
No. We're not talking about, like you said, I'm not. Yes, that is my line, but I'm not a typical cosmetic woman. So this is me saying that we are doing everything different, and then we are bringing change, and positive change.
If you're just joining us, the program is still Parrot Xtra on radio, Ayukoto on radio, and our guest has been Mrs. Aduragbemi Animashaun-Euba, the gubernatorial candidate for Young Progressive Party. Today, look at Oyo State. This is the state you intend to govern. You are planning to govern. Who will you say is the best governor that ever ruled the state?
I would say this person is the best governor has ever ruled Oyo State.
At least you want to emulate whatever he did.
I'm not emulating anybody. I keep emphasizing.
Okay.
We are YPP. Let me explain to you. Wait. We are the Young Progressive Party. We are not like every other party that has been. And I will tell you that for every governor that has come, they have made their marks. They have done their part.
Okay.
Right? So I'm not going to say this is my favorite.
You are not going to say this is your favorite?
Yes, no.
Oh, okay. But presently now, look at the way Oyo State is. What do you have to say about the president and administration?
Talking about the president administration, we are not. Yes, like I said, they have done their part though. And we also need to understand that the Oyo State we have now is as a result of everybody, all our leaders in the past, is as a result of what they have done. So if we think we are happy, then they've done well. But if we think we are not, then that's the contrary. So presently, talking about the Oyo State, the present administration, I still don't want to say much, but I would still say we are not satisfied.
Yeah, not satisfied. Anyway, on that note, because our time is fast spent, I want you to just say one or two pieces of words or advice to fellow politicians.
Two things. I would say let's not govern with the mindset of greed. Let's not be driven by greed. And let's not forget the God factor. Okay. It says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. To govern a state, we need wisdom.
Okay.
So it's interwoven.
Okay.
So we need God and we need wisdom. And we should not be greed driven.
Greed driven. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, we have to really wrap up what we're doing here today. It's unfortunate, our time is far spent. But before we round up, I'd like to just announce generally here today that next week, by the grace of God, we have official confirmation that our guest next week is going to be Mr. Adewale, the Group Managing Director of Adura Investment. And like I said, that we want to go veer into something else because this is a magazine program. We want your politics, entertainment. No, let's just talk about something else. So next week, by the grace of God, Mr. Adewale, the Group Managing Director of Adura Investment, will be here with us. And before we go to, let me just specially thank Mr. Jide Adeshino, one of our great supporters. Actually bailed out our website last week, and God sent him, and I know God will continue to use him and others for us. Thank you very much, Mr. Jide Adeshino. Till next week. Larry Olabisi Ejamalodi. Tìmílẹ́yìn Fáṣọ̀rọ̀. Akin. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wá tẹ̀léwé Mrs. Ubawa, Mr. Kẹ́hìndé Ògúnníyì, Mr. Tolu Adébáyọ̀. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ o. Thank you very much. Ọláwálé Awẹ́. Ẹ ṣé o. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. Oyewole Omolara, o ṣé o. Till next week, my name is Olayinka Agbola. Let's stay blessed. Let's stay out of trouble. God bless Nigeria. Adúpẹ́. Ó dàbọ̀.